Hello and good afternoon from Bansko. It took us forever to get our things from the apartment and get ready for the next adventure. It's gonna be a couple of days in Greece. So right now we are looking at the map. In about 3 hours we're gonna get to Thessaloniki in Greece. That's how close Bansko is to Greece. We're gonna drive there. We need to fuel up the car, and that's about it.
Michael Jackson's still the king.
Yeah, at this point there are still some restrictions in Greece, and at the border we needed to fill in a form. We had to do it yesterday for today to be ready, and we need our vaccination European digital vaccination card, I don't know, certificate. And now let's hope that they're gonna let us explore their wonderful country. If not, we'll just come back.
We'll just go to another wonderful country.
Yes. Okay, so wish us good luck. Come enjoy the trip with us. Let's go to Greece. We are at the border. It's a bit of a crowd here. The thing is that they have to check each car and the passengers for the ID, for COVID vaccination or test, valid test, and then you have to have a special form from the government of Greece to be able to cross the border. So basically they need to know if you're vaccinated or if you are not. I don't know if I mentioned, but there are a lot of Romanians who do love to spend their holidays in Greece.
And they do love driving badly all across Europe.
Yeah.
It's something you'll recognize them by. They drive fast and really badly.
Yes.
Dangerously too.
Dangerously. So let's hope this is not going to take forever.
We're actually in between Romanian cars here.
Yes, we are in between Romanian
And I
cars.
think this guy overpassed us.
Yeah, he did, but he's right in front of us. So, like 20 minutes ago, he was passing.
Can I tell a humorous story?
Yes, please.
If you go to Cluj, which is a Romanian city, my friend, who's the nicest person in the world, went there, and he has a BMW car, and he left his car to go to a party, parked it really nicely.
Yeah.
When he came back, somebody had torn out the BMW logo. And he thought about it. What does it mean? And it means that even in Cluj,
which is a city in Romania,
people don't like Romanians, and don't let this guy in. Don't let this guy in.
Romanians, we do this everywhere. This is not nice, guys. So this is from near Bucharest, like the outskirts of Bucharest, and the one in front is from Bucharest. I'm from Bucharest. We are all from Bucharest, and still, even when we are not in Romania, we're doing the same shit. I don't know, Romanian drivers are something else, I have to tell you.
They're a bunch of morons.
I've been traveling in Romania for 10 years, I know. I think I'll talk to you soon on the other side of the border. So we made it to Thessaloniki in Greece! And we found an apartment. Excuse my hair, it's very hot here. We are basically in the country that almost never rains. It was raining when we were last time here, but it was a total exception. It's super hot. So I want to show you the wonderful apartment we got. So let's take a look around. It's right in the center. This is the living room and this is the bedroom. And right here we have Eddie. And right here is the kitchen. This is the kitchen. And the hall entrance, and this is the bathroom. It's not a lot, but basically this is right in the center, so we're gonna just walk everywhere, hopefully. It was 76 euros for 2 nights. As always, we travel on a budget, but this is quite nice. The only problem here is with the parking. Today is a Sunday, so it's free parking for visitors, but during the weekday from 6 to 9, I think, you have to park the car, pay the parking, and you can only pay for up to 3 or 4 hours. So you either do that or find a private parking to pay for the entire day, which is up to 15 euros per day. So that's gonna be more pricey. If you don't come here with a car, then that's okay. And this is the view. Look, there's an old church outside. And we parked right on the other side of the church. To go and see and visit the first wonderful historical landmark that Thessaloniki has to offer.
How about this historical landmark? It's a landmark for women that carry things on their back.
It's a statue. So what I was trying to say is that we're gonna see the White Tower. It has a wonderful, interesting story if Eddie would like to share it, but let's just go and see it first. So we found the White Tower. Oh my god, the sun. So this is White Tower. This is the sea. And Eddie just read some interesting legend about the tower. So Eddie, if you are kind enough to share, what is the legend?
It's an inspirational story and an aspirational story. There was a slave who told his master he would paint his tower white, whole tower, in exchange for his freedom, which he did, and he got freed, which goes to prove 2 points. One of them is if you have a really shitty job, just ask to paint your employer's house. And 2, look at this tower. Do you see a lot of white on it?
Let's look at it.
Not a lot of white on it. This is what happens when you don't hire professionals. See? There's one reason why slaves aren't in fashion anymore, and
that's very not appropriate, but thank you for sharing. Today the museum from the Tower Museum, because inside there is a museum, it's closed. Usually it's at least 4 years, and if you want the audio guide, I think it's 8. But basically it has like 6 floors, and then at each floor you can read something about the history of the city, how it used to look like, the settlements and everything. And then at the last floor, right on the top, you can have a nice you have a nice view over the fort and the sea and everything. So it's a nice thing to do for people who love museums and families, stuff like that. So, but today is closed and it's very hot also.
But I'm glad we came here. Do you know why, Julia?
What? Why?
Because I am a tower aficionado.
Oh yeah.
Wherever I hear there's a good tower, I go,
Eddie,
I gotta go see it.
Eddie just decided he's gonna be a tower enthusiast.
Tower aficionado. Yes.
Aficionado, excuse me.
Tower feel, if you like.
Yes. So
And this is, this is a pretty good tower.
I also want to mention that somehow I kind of lost. It was just lost in my travel plans. The fact that Greece is extremely sunny and hot. We are here in July, and even for me, this is extremely hot. So please, Edward, next time I come up with weird ideas, just don't let me convince you in coming to Greece or any other very hot countries. In summer, usually July, August, the warmest months in Europe. I'm so hot right now, I cannot find my words. My brain is shutting down, you know. Yeah, it does that. It's so hot. Yeah. Okay, we are looking for the next place to go. So what? Okay, so what to do in Thessaloniki? What's the next place, Edward?
Well, you know, they have a fountain.
History stuff.
Fountain.
Yeah.
And you know, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, they also have a lot of museums and ruins from the first settlements that were here. So I think you also mentioned earlier that Thessaloniki was founded like approximately 300-400 years BC, something like that, if I remember correctly. So
Yeah,
a long
so
time
history
ago.
wise, it's pretty interesting.
So it's a very interesting if you're into history. They have lots of museums.
It was a very important Roman settlement because it's the most extreme part of the Aegean Sea. So it was an important trading route, and it was like the second capital of the Byzantine Empire next to Constantinople.
Wow.
And it only became Greek again pretty recently, like 100 years ago, I think 1912.
1912, yeah. So before that it was part of which country? Or?
I think the Ottoman Empire, I think.
Okay, that's very interesting. So the Ottomans were in charge of this place for a very long time. Good. Let's find some ice cream before we melt. Okay, I think this is it. I think we found the statue of the great Alexander, which is Alexander the Great. It's right here in the burning sun. Is it what you imagine it to be?
Yeah, it does look like what you'd imagine Alexander to look like.
Like what?
Because there are like a couple of sculptures of his from that time.
Yeah.
And he had the same hairdo and kind of face shape, I guess.
So you basically recognize him
from the movie.
From
the Irish guy who played him.
From his hairstyle. Like his hairstyle is
He looks like Colin Farrell. And has a really bad Irish Greek accent.
Irish Greek accent.
Anyone who hasn't seen Alexander by Oliver Stone needs to, just for the Irish Greek accent.
Okay, thank you
And
for that
Angelina
insight.
Jolie.
Yes, she's playing his mother.
Yes, very complicated, strange, incestuous relationship.
Family situation, yes, indeed. So if you have not, you can watch the movie. It's not that bad. It's quite interesting, I guess, if you don't want to read the history stuff.
They always have to make the horses kind of smallish, just so they can fit, and just so that they don't fall.
Yeah.
And they have to load the tail with lead.
Yeah.
Just so it's balanced.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
the tail is always larger than it should be.
Okay. Was it worth the trip?
Just to see the statue, yeah, definitely. I mean, to be honest, I'm a big fan. I've read a lot about Alexander, and I just think they could have given him a bigger horse. It looks like a tiny pony, and it looks like he's about to fly.
You know what
over
I
the
like?
Aegean Sea.
I like their uniform.
Yeah, because
Like,
it looks like it's good for the heat, except for the metal part.
Yeah, but it looks like he's flying. So he has like a, how do you call it? The cape. Yeah, he has like a cape. He's some sort of superhero with the cape on the horse.
He was kind of like a superhero.
Was he?
Yeah, just enslaving nations and but apart from that, yes, like a superhero. He's very intelligent. Taught by Archimedes, right? And
he
won
had famous teachers.
by 30 years old. He won basically half of the known world.
Wow, that's impressive.
He might be the greatest military leader of all time.
Okay, so good to have you here, Alexandra. Thank you for being on our show today.
He actually went to what wasn't, but what would be Romania, and they saw each other. They were distanced by a river, and
Each other who?
the Macedonians and the Dacians,
Okay.
right, or descendants of the Dacians. And Alexander went to charge, and they basically made it across the river.
Whoa.
And the Dacians, you know what they did?
What?
They ran away, and they left their women and their children.
Aristotle Square in Thessaloniki. Let me show you around. Basically, there's the waterfront, and the buildings are really nice. All of it is They did not survive the many centuries of war fire, and there was even an earthquake at some point not too long ago. But what's really interesting about this place is that they try to recreate the architectural motives. So you have this very nice Greek style square right here. Basically, it's one of the famous places in Thessaloniki. There are a lot of shops and cafes and restaurants nearby. People.
Who's this naked dude?
This guy, yeah, I don't know. Perhaps is the one and only Aristotle, the one that. Well, they used his name for the square, so I'm guessing that's why they put a statue of him right here.
He looks like he's in need of a shave, and I should know.
No, he does not look like that. He's thinking. He was in a deep mental debate with himself. He looks kind of.
Take a shower or not?
Well, yeah. But you know what? Now I think I finally understand why they were like their clothes back then were simply like fabric, long fabrics wrapped around their bodies, and usually they were white. So now I totally get it. If it was so hot during the summer, and it's basically hot all year long, but especially in summer, then there's not anything else you can wear that can make you feel like you can walk on the street. And I think some people are rubbing his big toe over here because it's really shiny. Do you believe if you rub Aristotle's
big toe?
It's gonna bring you good luck? Because apparently a lot of people think so.
No, I'll stay clear.
Okay.
If a lot of people touch that bit.
A very nice vegan restaurant right around the corner from our apartment, and we are having the dinner at home. I'm having a seitan sandwich, and Eddie's having seitan, and Eddie's having a burger, and the fries are air fried. And yeah, basically it's really hot.
Incredibly hot.
It's incredibly hot, but we found vegan restaurants and we're really happy with it.
I want to show you, like all you vegans out there. I tried not to kill a spider yesterday, and it bit me in my sleep, and now I might die. So my point is,
it could
some creatures deserve to die.
It could be the spider. It could be the what else? The fleas. Yes, from the street dogs. It could be the mosquitoes from the lake, from our hike. Could be a lot of stuff. You know, when you're into nature, there are a lot of insects out there. So
you have to kill them.
No. It is just joking.
Just kill nature.
This is
just murder nature.
Yeah, Eddie's entering this phase after after we go for a longer walk during a very sunny day. Something happens to him.
Kill the sun. I hate the sun.
Yeah, it's like that. Anyway,
nature and the sun.
He's also really happy because we have Netflix in our apartment, and he's watching what is this called? Rick and Morty. Apparently, it's a very popular, famous cartoon for adults, or I don't know. It looks like it's for adults, and we don't have a TV at home or Netflix, so yeah. And this is the second time we come to Greece, and all apartments seem to have Netflix, so it's a very popular thing around here.
I would come to Greece just for Netflix.
Okay, let's enjoy our vegan meal. 10 here. We went for a quick dinner in the room, and now we are out in the center of the city for a walk, and apparently everybody's doing the same, so it's a very popular thing to do during the evening. Now you're just out for a walk, no sun to bother you. It is very happy about the no sun situation. It's full of people out here by the waterfront, just chilling out with their families. It's really cool. All the restaurants are open, all the bars. It's just full of people. It's really nice atmosphere. Experience you have to try at least. Even if you don't want to go out for dinner, you can just go out for half an hour at least, or evening walk. It's very relaxing and it's refreshing as well.
Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a comment, a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future travel videos.